Hello everybody and welcome back to Manifest with Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Gaia. That is my Twitter, TikTok, podcast, and Instagram. All the links are down below, and my affirmations list and audio rampage email is down below. And today we're going to be talking about why I say time doesn't exist, why I don't believe time exists, because a lot of people request this, because in my videos I always say time doesn't exist, past and future don't exist, there's only the present. And people ask, what do I mean by that? And I'm like, what do you mean, what do I mean? Time doesn't exist. Anything that's man-made doesn't exist. Time isn't real. Money isn't real. Beauty standards aren't real. They're changeable. There's no actual value in them. There's no actual existence of them. If they didn't exist when the first person was born, then they're not real. It just didn't exist. So I do not believe in the do this and you'll manifest in 3 days, or manifest in 3 days challenge, or do this for 30 days and you'll get your manifestation. Now, I know there's a lot of science behind doing something for 30 days or something. I'm talking about things where it's like, say this affirmation for 30 days and your life will change. And then people do it and it doesn't happen. And the reason for that is, number one, you should always be living in a state of having it now. In the wish fulfilled, it has already happened, or it is happening. Those challenges, those, oh, do this and manifest in 3 days, say this affirmation and you'll manifest everything you want in 30 days. Those clickbait titles, those little things are meant for people who are constantly reaffirming to themselves that they don't have what they want. They're meant for people who are constantly reaffirming that they're in an undesired reality. Because what you're saying, if you're one of those people who look for the newest technique, look for the fastest, look for how to manifest in 3 days, or quickest way to manifest, or manifest instantly, you are saying, I don't have this thing, and this person is saying they can help me get it fast because I don't have this thing, and I haven't had this thing since the moment I desired it. And because my power is outside of me, and I don't think I'm powerful, and I don't think I'm in control, and I think somebody outside has more control than me, and I think something outside is controlling me, let me go and do this challenge. And if it doesn't work, then something's wrong with me. Then I'm a failure. Does that sound like a person who's on the right track? Does that sound like a person who can manifest in 3 days or manifest instantly? Does that sound like a person who is living in the wish fulfilled? Does that sound like a person who has a good self-concept? No, it doesn't have anything to do with the challenges or manifesting this amount of time. It's you. You are your own problem and you are your own solution. I will never market anything that says manifest in 3 days or manifest in this amount of time. I don't care. It's not about the time, because they do the manifest in 3 days. They don't get what they want in 3 days. Now they're in an even worse place than before. It's because you don't see yourself as worthy and powerful. You guys think this self-concept stuff is a joke. You hear work on self-concept and you're like, yeah. But you're like, oh, I'm going to put my all into manifesting in 3 days, and then it doesn't work. I can't. I just can't. When you took a test in school, and right when you wrote your last answer, you assumed you either failed the test or passed the test. You're like, oh, I passed that test for sure. You're like, I definitely failed that. I definitely did really bad on that. So did you need to see the score the second you took the test to confirm that you think you failed or passed? Or when people are like, oh, let's eat at this restaurant, and you're like, this place is always booked. They're not going to have any tables. We're not going to be able to get a reservation. Are you unsure of that assumption? Are you like, oh, I don't know. Or are you like, no, I know this restaurant. They are not going to have any bookings. You need to book 2 months in advance. No, you're sure. You are so fulfilled with it that the outside telling you that you getting the test back and seeing you passed or seeing you failed, or you going to the restaurant and the people at the desk telling you, oh, we don't have any reservations, it's not a shock to you because you expected it, you knew it, and you were already fulfilled with it before you needed to see it. You didn't even need to see it. You didn't need to experience it. You knew for yourself. You trusted yourself. You accepted you as the only one who can tell you anything. You said, no, I know I passed it. I don't need the teacher to tell me. I know this place is going to be booked up. I don't even need to call. We don't need to go there. We don't need to ask. I know we're not going to have any seats. You knowing and expecting is you experiencing the manifestation. A lot of people hear that and they're like, but I want it in the 3D, but I want it in the 3D. That is your problem. You are separating you experiencing something internally than experiencing it externally. You are not understanding. This is not a separate process. It's 1, 2. I experience it fully, then I experience it physically. But I'm not begging, waiting, seeking validation because I trust myself, because that was so real to me. If I took the test and I feel that I passed, that feeling of already passing is so real to me that I'm not like, oh my God, when is she going to tell me that I passed? When am I going to get the test back? It's 1-2. You don't even pay attention to how long it's been. Like if you take a test and the teacher takes 5 days to give it to you back, the whole 5 days you're not like, oh my God, when is she going to tell me I passed? When is she going to tell me I passed? You're like, no, I passed. And then you don't care, right? You don't care. You're like, okay, I passed. She can grade it or whatever, but I already know that I did good, so I don't really care. If it is inevitable to you that you're going to experience something, then it's not going to take long at all. The fastest things that I've manifested, I knew without a doubt. Nobody could tell me nothing. I didn't need anybody to tell me. I don't care if it was a job. I don't care if it was a specific person. I don't care if it was money. Nobody could tell me that I wasn't going to have this experience, and then I had it the fastest because it was inevitable, and I wasn't separating myself, and I wasn't waiting for it. I actually knew. I was actually excited for it to conform, but it was more like I already know what it's going to be like. I already know what it's going to be like because I already know. Like you already know. Like you know tomorrow's Tuesday because you already know. You don't need the calendar to say. You don't need the news to tell you it's Tuesday. You don't need the clock to tell you it's Tuesday. You already know. You have to experience it first within. You guys think that you get to experience it without changing yourself. You're always looking for new ways to manifest fast, how to manifest instantly, because you keep reaffirming you don't have it. If you were fulfilled, you wouldn't look up, oh, how do I manifest instantly? If I knew I passed the test, I'm not going to ask my teacher if I passed. I accept it. Your lack of self-belief, your pedalization of what you want, and your need for validation from the world outside of you is exactly why you're waiting. You are letting outside control you. And I want to talk about past, present, and future real quick, and why I always say there is no past or future. You cannot experience the past or future in your physical body. You can experience it mentally. You can keep thinking about the past. You can keep thinking about the day you got broken up with. You can keep closing your eyes and seeing your negative bank account. Or you could think about the future. You could think about, oh, I'll never be in love. Or, oh, I know I just took the test, but I'm going to see myself failing. But you're having those thoughts in the present moment. So you can't actually even experience it other than the present. You're not actually experiencing the past or the future. You're experiencing those things in the present, right? You're always in the present moment. You guys pre-decide failure for yourselves. Like, oh, in 2 weeks, it's not going to be here. Or in 3 days, it's not going to be here. Or I'm not going to have it next year. I'm not going to have it in a month. But you're deciding that now because you guys think that you can say that and it doesn't affect your future. You'll be like, oh, like I won't have this, or we're gonna get to the restaurant and they're not gonna have tables. And then you get there and you're like, see, I knew it. You think that the future was already predetermined and you just guessed right when the whole time your expectations created it. It doesn't exist. It's only the present moment. That's why it is important to pay attention to who you're being in every present moment. If you're not in the wish fulfilled right now, why would your wish be fulfilled in 10 minutes? There is only right now. You are deciding right now. Who are you being right now? Who are you being watching this right now? Are you telling yourself negative stories or not? That's the only thing that affects. It's not destiny. It's not, oh, well, my past was like this. The past doesn't exist. You are bringing the past into the present, but you can't experience the past again, and the future isn't predetermined because there's only this present moment. Could you imagine if I never trusted my own mind and needed somebody else to confirm my thoughts, or else I wouldn't believe in myself? That's crazy. Could you imagine if I said, I think that my name is Gaia, and then I said, can you confirm that my name is Gaia? Can you tell me my name? You'd be like, girl, what do you mean? That is exactly what you're doing when you're waiting for 3D to conform. You are waiting. You're in a state of waiting. You're in a state of it not being here. The outside is a mirror. If I said, okay, I want to change this shirt and I want to be wearing a dress, and then I go and change into a dress, the whole time I'm changing into my dress, am I saying to myself, I hope when I go back in the mirror, it shows me that I'm wearing a dress? No. Because I did what I had to do. I already changed. So I know that me seeing the dress in the mirror is inevitable, but also I'm not looking for the mirror to validate I'm wearing a dress. I changed myself. I know how it works. I know how a mirror works. I change and then it reflects. You need to change yourself. There's no secret affirmation. There's no visualization. There is no amount of anything that could change your reality if you keep repeating that you do not have what you want. What you dominantly expect, believe, and assume is what has to show. And also, again, time is not real. If I said, okay, I want to do a manifest in 3 days challenge, right? China is 12 hours ahead of New York and 17 hours ahead of Hawaii. So if I'm in Hawaii and I'm on day 1 of manifesting in 3 days, which to me is like you're not even hearing yourself. You're on day 1 of not having it, day 2 of not having it, day 3, oh, it has to come now, when all of the days You haven't even been telling yourself that you have it. You haven't been telling yourself how good your life is. You've only been telling yourself, day one's complete, I haven't seen results. Day two's complete, I need it by tomorrow, or I'm going to be sad. Like, you're not even saying, tomorrow I have this thing. Or not even tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. It is right now. But anyways, if I'm on day one and I take a flight to China from Hawaii, 17 hours, because I took a flight to somewhere that's 17 hours ahead, do you think that's going to speed up the manifestation by 17 hours? No, because that doesn't even make any sense. It's not about the days. Like, time doesn't exist. Like, what are you guys not getting? Nothing's going to come faster. Or do you think if you're manifesting from New York and somebody in China is trying to manifest something, that they're going to get it 17 hours faster because they're 17 hours ahead of their time zone and the clock says that they're 17? No. That's not how it works. You cannot put your manifestation on a deadline. It just doesn't work like that. Or what if scientists come out and say, Jesus died 6,000 years ago instead of 2,000 years ago? Are you going to say, I'm 4,000 years behind on my desires because I thought it was the year 2000 and it's the year 6,000, so I should have had my desire 4,000 years ago? No, it doesn't make any sense. The time does not matter. Stop trying to use something that is man-made. Time is a belief. It is a belief. It is the belief that you think after 12 o'clock is going to be 1 o'clock. What does that even mean? What does 1 o'clock literally mean? What does it mean? Explain to me what time means. Exactly. And if you're from the US, outside of Arizona and Hawaii, then you know about daylight savings time. They literally tell us, just change your clock back and accept that it's 1 hour back. No explanation, no motive. Like, you do it every fall and spring. You change time. You say, okay, what is it? It changes at 2 o'clock. So at 1:59, when it goes to 2 o'clock, change it back to 1 o'clock. That's what they're saying. And people just accept that. They're literally telling you it's not real. It doesn't exist. And you still put it on this pedestal. You can't put a timeline on your success. That's stupid. It does not make no sense to say, I need it by this time. You're the only person, factor, thing that decides how fast your manifestation comes in based on who you're being. It's not your landlord. It's not your mom. It's not your boss. It's not your friend. It's not your husband. It's nobody else but you. You're deciding your own timeline for your own life because you are the only person who is creating your own life. You shouldn't be sitting here tallying the amount of days that you don't have something. Oh, it's been 1 day. It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 months. Like you're in prison. The only prison you're in is in your mind. You're filling your mind with, it's been this amount of days. And then you get used to that. You're training your body and your mind to wake up and expect for it to be another day where you don't have what you want. But you want to blame it on the outside world. It is you. It is you. It is because you're not saying you already have it. How hard is it to say, I have all the money that I want. I'm in a committed relationship with my specific person. I have the best job in the world. I have the best career. I have the best health. My school grades are impeccable. The college I want is accepting me. My parents are so forgiving. My parents said I can go to this concert, whatever. How hard is it to do that? Instead of you checking, which is already a low self-concept behavior, which already tells me you're not on the path to get what you want. And then you're saying, okay, bank account only says $50 and I want 50,000. So I'm going to go to my tally and say, all right, this is the 365th day that I don't have my desires. Oh, it's been a year. Now I'm even more depressed. Now I want to complain even more. This is my 10th video on how to manifest in 3 days that I've watched in the past week and nothing's working. Like, you don't see that you're your own problem. You're your own time delay. Do you see in all the steps that I just did why this person wouldn't have what they want? They are in no way fulfilled. They don't believe in themselves, obviously. They don't see their desires as inevitable. They see the 3D as more powerful, and the 3D is a mirror of what they're thinking and what they believe. And they keep thinking and believing they don't have what they want. It's been 365 days. I have to watch more videos. None of the videos that I watch work because you're not applying. Go apply. Manifestation is literally the definition of limitlessness. There is no such thing as time, circumstances, lack, distance, space in manifestation. Many people have manifested long distance people. People always ask about the most stupid circumstances, like, oh, what if we're long distance? What if this person doesn't know me? What if I have to have it by this date? Oh, college applications are coming up, or I already took the classes, but it says an F in the grade book. Can I change it? You don't believe in yourself. I don't care what you want. If you do not believe in yourself, this is what your mind's going to sound like all the time. Limiting questions. Not 1 ounce of fulfillment with your desires. Stop asking questions. Every question that you have to ask about time, about circumstances, distance, space can be answered by self-concept and wish fulfillment. I am powerful, I'm limitless, there's nothing I can't have. If those are your core beliefs, what question cannot be answered by that? We're long distance, there's nothing I can't have. She already put the grades in and I got an F, I'm limitless now. I don't have a job and I want money, I am powerful. Say that and then fulfill yourself with it. Stop focusing on the past, which doesn't exist. Stop telling me you're not with your SP. You broke up a year ago and you're still telling yourself that story. That's why you're still in the same place as a year ago. In the present is because you're presently thinking about your circumstances. You're presently fulfilling yourself with circumstances and problems. You people keep trying to bring limits into this. You keep trying to complain about limits. The only limit is yourself. The only limit is your mind. The only limits are the limits you tell yourself. Work on yourself until what you want is inevitable in your mind. There is no other way but for me to have what I want. Until then, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear nothing, and I don't want to hear you complain about anything, because you should be focusing on yourself and your self-concept. Like, you should literally be like, I already know how, when, why, because I already experienced it. I already know. I already saw it. I see it so many times. I believe it. I accept it. It's mine. It's so easy, but nobody can tell me anything. I don't care about your circumstances because, frankly, I don't even know what you guys want me to say. Like, when you complain about time, what do you want me to say about that? When you complain about your circumstances, what do you want me to say? First of all, I can't do anything about you not changing yourself. I can't do anything about your circumstances. I'm not more powerful than you in your own reality. And frankly, I don't care. You not believing in yourself does not affect my ability to manifest. Just like me believing in you does not change your belief in yourself or does not change your reality. Like, I don't care how much I tell you you're powerful. If you are not telling yourself, I might as well not say anything at all. This video might as well be on mute because it doesn't matter. You're the only one who can change it. I don't know what you guys want me to say. And you keep focusing on circumstances, and I keep telling you what you focus on is what grows, and you don't care. So why should I care? I don't care. Stop telling me about the circumstances. Fix yourself or deal with the circumstances. You don't know your power. That is your problem. You can overcome all of it. I don't care what the circumstances. Stop asking me to talk about your circumstance, reply to your circumstance, make a video on your circumstance. You already know the answer. You not believing in that answer is your fault, but you already know the answer. You already know how to change your appearance. You already know how to make money. You already know how to get your SP. Like, you already know. You know how many times in the 3D I haven't had money for something that I needed by a certain date and I got it? What do you think I did? Number one, I don't view my mind as something that's minuscule compared to my outside. I know that that circumstance is a result of my stories, right? What do I have to do to change my stories? Like, I view my mind as when I tell it something, it happens, because that's exactly how it works. When I tell my subconscious something, it's working. Number two, I work on myself so much that nobody can tell me anything. Nobody can tell me anything. Nobody can tell me, I don't care. I don't care if I don't have the money right now. I don't care if they tell me I need the money by this day. I don't care. Like, I already have it. I already have it. You cannot tell me anything. Also, I wasn't focused on timelines and deadlines and time crunches because I think they're dumb. I don't think you need a video on how to manifest on a time crunch. Just be in the wish fulfilled. That's literally it. Too many people focus on, okay, I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to see the money. I need it. I need it. I need it. What I like to do is, if I have a situation and I'm like, I don't have any way of knowing how this can play out, I see myself already past the situation. So if your situation is rent, and let's say your rent is due on the 1st, see yourself on the 7th and it's already paid. How would you feel if it was already done? You guys focus on, I need it done, I need it done, I need it done. It needs to already be done. It needs to be a week into it, be a month into it. Oh my God, I need SP by the holidays. Be 2 months past that. You guys focus too much on problems on the past. Just stop focusing on the actual, oh, you need it by the 17th. Stop focusing on the 17th. Go to the 20th. Like, be past the circumstance. I just keep fulfilling myself with it in a non-anxious way because I'm not doing it to get something. I already have it. If I say I have it, then I do, and that's it. See what your life would look like on the other side of the circumstances. And that's it. That's why I don't say time is real, is because I can experience it instantly, and I can experience any time, any point in time that I want. I can experience my life 6 years from now. I can experience my life 6 minutes from now, 6 months from now. And it's all real. I affect all of it. So stop focusing on distance, space, and time. It's not real. Whatever you see in your mind, you can affect in the present. Stop looking about how to manifest in 3 days. Stop looking about how to manifest instantly. Your mind is instant. You can experience any point in time in your mind. So use it and be fulfilled now with having it already. have it now. If you were going to have it in 10 minutes, why don't you just have it now? Again, if you're like, I just took a test and I know I passed. You haven't gotten the test in the 3D, but you knowing you passed is what creates you passing in the future. It is all through this current moment. So stop focusing on you don't have it. You are just going to manifest you not having it in 3 days, in 10 days, in 6 years. I don't care. Time does not exist and it does not matter. You're not waiting because it's not in 3D. You're waiting because you keep telling yourself you're waiting. You're waiting because you don't have it in your mind. It is a mirror. Change yourself. And with that being said, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, wide, or expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.